With the fallout over Brexit tipped to dominate discussions between the UK and EU nations in attendance, the 5 European leaders all gathered for a catch-up. France's Emmanuel Macron, Germany's Angela Merkel and Italy's Mario Draghi all joined Ursula von der Leyen and the European Council President Charles Michel for talks. Mr. Macron shared a picture of the gathering on social media. In a sign the group will stick together in discussions taking place over the weekend, the accompanying caption read, as always, the same union, the same determination to act, the same enthusiasm. The G7 can begin. Trilateral talks on the Northern Ireland Protocol are expected to take place over the weekend between Mr. Johnson, Ms. von der Leyen and Mr. Michel. The mechanism has led to a deterioration in relations between the UK and EU since the end of the transition period at the start of the year. Britain enraged the EU in March when it was announced it was unilaterally extending the grace periods on customs checks on some goods. Ministers say the protocol undermines the UK's internal market, but Brussels is insisting the withdrawal agreement be implemented in full. The row is set to intensify in the coming days with a sausage war trade dispute looming as the UK considers unilaterally delaying more customs checks, this time on a ban on British-made chilled meats heading to Northern Ireland. The ban is due to come into force at the end of the month. Brexit Minister Lord Frost held discussions with European Commission Vice President Maros Šefčovič on Wednesday to try and find a solution to the problems caused by the mechanism. The meeting ended without a breakthrough, with the EU accusing Britain of failing to live up to its obligations under the withdrawal agreement, and the UK accusing the Bloc of a purist approach to the protocol's implementation. Mr. Macron set the tone for his bilateral talks ahead of touching down in Britain for the G7 last night. Warning the Bloc would not budge on the protocol ahead of the G7 summit, he said, "I think it's not serious to want to review in July what we finalized after years of debate and work in December." The French president added, "We have a protocol under which there is this Northern Ireland Protocol and we have a trade deal. It has been painfully discussed for years, and discussed, let me remind you, on the initiative of the British who decided to leave." Lord Frost has joined Mr. Johnson in Cornwall for the G7 and is expected to be in attendance for all conversations on Brexit with world leaders. The EU is thought to be hoping to persuade US President Joe Biden to back them into pressuring the UK into implementing the protocol. Mr. Macron was seen in deep conversation with Mr. Biden following a group photo of the G7 this afternoon. However, in talks with Mr. Johnson yesterday, the US president is thought to have said the UK and EU have an equal responsibility to uphold the protocol. A Downing Street spokeswoman said, "The Prime Minister and President both reaffirmed their commitment to the Belfast Good Friday Agreement and to protecting the gains of the peace process." The leaders agreed that both the EU and the UK had a responsibility to work together and to find pragmatic solutions to allow unencumbered trade between Northern Ireland, Great Britain and the Republic of Ireland.